Chapter 6. Chapter 6. Love is Blind, Chapter 6. I hate to interrupt, but my name is Damon, and I'm here to meet Melissa. Damon, you are really coming in at a bad time here. What's going on over there? Melissa, hey, I'm a new addition to the show, and I got to pick who I wanted to talk to today. I chose you. So, Wes, do you mind? He should be saying yes. Wes audibly huffs. He should be like, yeah, I do mind. Oh, thank you. I do mind. But it looks like I don't have a choice, You hear Wes get up and gather his things. I'll talk to you soon. Okay, Melissa? Definitely. We'll talk later. I'll miss you. I'll miss you too. If you don't mind, I think your current pod might be a bit distracting. I mean, don't get me wrong, I love the themed date. But I'd like to plan my own, so for now, let's move to a different undecorated pod. Sounds like a plan. You grab your belongings and exit your current pod, making your way to a new one. Well, that was awkward. Sorry about that. His voice is really cute, and he has a bit of a Midwestern accent. And as you guys already know, I'm not very good at that. Quinn and I only have today. How can you only have this one day to make a connection? That's weird. Okay. We only have this one day to make a connection, so I can't waste any time. Alright, well, you better tell me what you want and who you are. Yes. We met Quinn this morning. She decided to spend the day with my strongest connection, actually. But maybe I should thank her, because otherwise I wouldn't have had this awesome date with Wes that you just interrupted. Oof, that's tough. Seems like I might have done the same thing to Wes just now. Yeah, you did. You know, you have quite the list of admirers. Is that why you picked me? Because you want what you cannot have. That's sweet of him. Personally, I'm feeling nervous. A new option so late in the game is throwing me for a loop. You hear Damon move toward the wall on his side of the pod. I thought this might be jarring for you since you already formed connections in here. So I brought you something to say thanks. Thanks for what? For giving me your time today, and I promise, if after this date you're not feeling it, I won't take up any more of your time. Well, you didn't have to do that, but thank you. Alright, open your drop box. You approach the drop box and swing the handle open. It's beautiful roses. You brought me flowers. That is really sweet, and I like that very much. You lift out a gorgeous bouquet of peach and cream roses with lush greens, beautifully wrapped. Roses for now, but if we keep spending time together, I'll learn your preferences, so I can always get you your favorite flowers. You already know what they are. You lean forward and quite literally smell the roses, which have a sweet, crisp aromas. Crisp? Oh, you're the sweetest flower. You are sweet. That's really sweet. Thank you so much. That was sweet of you to do. I really like this. It was sweet of you to give me your time today. We're even. I do appreciate when he says it that way. Like your time. You lay the flowers down and take a seat on the couch, retrieving your notebook. Okay, I'm trying to think, like, if he was here in the beginning, would I be, like, falling in love with him right away? So tell me about yourself, Damon. What made you come here? What's your dating style? Do you think love is... I asked last time what you know, if you think love is blind, so I'll say what made you come on Love is Blind. Well, I'm a social person. I meet a lot of people, and I've dated a lot of people, but I haven't met anyone who's looking to make a serious commitment. And you are. Yeah, I'd say so. I'm ready to settle down, and I'm looking to meet people who are in the same place in their lives. He's very analytical, and he knows what he wants. The things that make a relationship last is your partnership. Shared goals, shared dreams, your connection, your bond, your soul ties. So why not take the physical out of it entirely, you know? And we could just focus on those soul ties. What's your soul telling you right now? Right now, it's telling me that you're someone I could be tied to. Wow, he sounds so confident already. Or maybe that's my libido. I can already tell I'm attracted to you. Damon, you really move fast. I feel the same way. Slow down. I'll say you move fast, because I want him to move fast. I gotta know. You really move fast, don't you? I've always trusted my judgment. I want to know more about you. What's your star sign? My star sign, I'm a Pisces. The kindest of all the star signs. I could tell you were a sweetheart. So, you're into zodiacs and astrology. I'm a Taurus, so what does that tell you? Taurus. You're grounded, you're stable, you can be stubborn. You should be good with your money, which I am not, so maybe I should pick you. That you're grounded and stable, solid, like a rock. Well, I'm happy you chose some of the good qualities. I'd say that's accurate. And to answer your question, I don't know what I'd say I'm into zodiac and astrology, horoscopes, but it's a good way to get people talking about themselves, isn't it? I guess it is. And it's interesting because I always told myself I'd end up with the Pisces when I was younger. That's crazy. I bet you say that a lot. I bet you say it to all the girls. Damon chuckles. I'll tell you I don't, but it's up to you to believe me. I've met Pisces women before, but that didn't make me more likely to pursue them, you know, as it shouldn't. End of the day, if I want you, I want you. So, do you want me? I've wanted you since I first heard your voice. Oh, Jesus. You can feel your cheeks warm at the comment. I have a question for you, and I need you to be honest. Oh boy, this sounds serious. Let's just say, hypothetically speaking, you were on a reality show where you had to choose a fiancé without ever seeing them. Okay? Hypothetically speaking, maybe you've already met someone you liked, but then you met a new person who's really charismatic and totally charming. Yeah, okay. Would you be willing to explore opportunities with the new person? I'm gonna say yes, because that's why well, hypothetically speaking, I keep my options open. I'll just say, I keep my options open. There's plenty of eligible singles to choose from. I can live with that. All I need is a chance. Hypothetically, of course. You're quite ambitious, aren't you? I go after what I want. It's the only way I know how to be. And how did you get that way? Where are you from? I'm just going to ask about the family. What was your family life like? You had to have gotten your gusto from somewhere. Damon chuckles. Hectic, to say the least. I grew up in a full house in St. Peter, Minnesota, where I lived until I was 18. My poor mom had to take care of 4 crazy kids and a cranky husband. I don't know how she did it. She was probably a Pisces and put up with all this crap. Oh, that's cute, though. Yeah, she's a saint. Both my parents are, really. My dad is kind of a local legend because he was a beat reporter for the Star Tribune back in the day. So, you're just a polite Minnesota boy, huh? On my better days. And on your worst days, I'm a New Yorker. Ha ha ha. What about you, though? What kind of town are you from? Alright, last time I was like, none of your business. I'm from the suburbs, I'll just say, because I'm not from the country. I'm from the suburbs, the best of both worlds. I wish I grew up in the suburbs. Well, look at us. Aren't we just 2 peas in a pod, like Forrest Gump and Jenny? Right there, you lost me because don't call me Jenny. What, like I'm gonna make you, string you along for 30 years and then give you an incurable infectious disease? I mean, what the fuck? Although, hopefully, for your sake, you get a happier ending than Jenny got. Well, I'm gonna say that I didn't think that was funny. And I laugh at stupid things. Ha ha ha, you're a bit of a comedian. I'm gonna be honest. I don't like that. I've been known to work, that just told me everything. You came in way late to the game, and that joke would have immediately. Oh yeah, tell me more, but not one of those jokes again. I used to do a lot of public speaking at my old job. Did that joke land? Because I wouldn't go on the road with it. What was your old job? I used to be something of a community organizer back in Minnesota. Wow, that sounds interesting. I don't know what that is. What was that like? It was great while it lasted, but let's forget about me for a second. I know you have to go soon, so I wanted to ask you one last question before we have to part ways. I'm an open book, Damon. Then tell me, what do you value most in a relationship? The thing I value most, I said loyalty before, so I'll just say passion. If I had to choose one thing, it's not those horrible jokes. I'm not going to say funny, because that joke was not funny. If I had to choose one thing, I'd pick passion. If there's no physical spark, it won't work for me. Without the spark, you got nothing. Well, that's enticing. I'd love to see how passionate you can get. Then you better play your cards right. The lights in the pod start to dim, signaling it's nearly time to go. Now, we're going to do the second date because if I don't, it doesn't let me go. I just go to sleep. Well, Damon, looks like it's time to go. I'm seeing that too. But I also prepared for this. You did? How so? So, I asked Nick and Vanessa if I could book time for 2 dates since I'm a little behind on the other suitors. Oh, wow. If you'd like to join me, I have another something, a little setup special over there for a date in the pod next door. What? What is it? We're gonna go see. I can't tell you, you just have to find out for yourself. So how about it? Do you want to go on another date with me? We may as well, since otherwise I just go to sleep. I'd love to. Amazing. Okay, in that case, I guess I'll meet you next door. Damon chuckles. Let's see what he prepared. I'll see you next doors. I don't know what it's set up there. I'm doing something. You step inside the next pod. Oh, we're doing art? Right away, you notice there's an easel standing in front of the couch. Good thing I didn't hold my breath. I've been waiting here for ages. No, so dramatic. What can I say? 30 seconds without you is like an eternity. Ha ha ha. Very smooth, Damon. I'm just glad to be here. Neediness turns me off. Very smooth, Damon. Very smooth. Have you been rehearsing that line all day? Because we both know you're, like, hilarious. I've been rehearsing that line for way longer than a single day. I bet you have. This gives you a laugh, but not that hard of a laugh. I would be the funny one in this relationship, obviously. You take a seat before the easel. I don't know if we could be together because you think you're funny, you know? And only one of us could be the funny one. You take a seat before the easel and see that a paint palette has been set on the coffee table, sitting beside 2 glasses of white wine. Even though I just said I like red wine better. Alright, but whatever. So what is this? What is all this? Like I said, I wanted to do something special to make up for lost time. And what's more special than paint and sip? I've never actually done this in life. I know people do this. It must be fun for you, I guess. All right, what kind of wine? What are we painting? I'm not sure if this is my thing. I'm up for it. What are we painting? Can I be honest with you? No, lie to me. I want you to lie to me. I want to marry a fucking liar with bad jokes. I have absolutely no idea what we're painting. I've never even done a paint and sip. Neither have I. Ha 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 ha. Now, if this were a normal paint and sip, we'd have a teacher to guide us. I'm a teacher in this game. But since it's just the 2 of us, we're gonna have to wing it. Let's each paint whatever we want, and then we'll trade the paintings at the end of our date. I love that idea. See what it reveals about the other person. Exactly. Alright, what am I gonna paint? Alright, what do you think you're gonna paint? I'm not gonna tell you. How about a sunrise in the mountains? I was thinking we should do naked things. Nude portraits. I should do a nude portrait and then do like a stick person with giant boobs. A sunset on the beach, a nude portrait. I mean, we'll just... sunrise in the mountains. With lots of trees and flowers. I love it. It's like a metaphor for our relationship. The sun is rising on our love, right? There's a brief pause. God, even saying that sarcastically, I hate how that sounds. What, you're not romantic? Taurus is, there's a little giggle. Fair warning, but they're dependable and they'll take care of you. Fair warning, my painting might turn out a little more impressionistic. My brain knows my mouth is having trouble saying that word than yours. Oh yeah, why's that? Because I have no idea how to paint. Ha ha ha, why did you choose a paint and sip if you don't even know how to paint? I took a few art history classes back at the University of Minnesota, and I really loved them. You lift your glass to a toast. Alright, listen, if you want to marry me, this gotta go deeper. Cheers, Melissa, to the fastest second date in the history of second dates. I didn't really have a choice. We both sipped this wine. You pick up your brush, dip it into the palette, and I start painting my masterpiece. So, Melissa, how am I doing so far? I mean, not good enough to make me not think to choose Wes. I know I'm a late suitor, but am I making any headway? I'm gonna be honest with you, you really should have picked someone else. Well, they saved the best for last. I'm here, aren't I? You got your work cut out for you. I'm not gonna lie, Damon. You're not winning my heart with the one paint and sip. I'm sorry. I do love a challenge. I'm just trying to be honest. You seem very nice, but like you came in late to the game. I mean, this is the second date. By the second date, I was already in love, ready to say yes to Skylar at the end of our first date. You know what I mean? You have to come in like that. You narrow your eyes as you continue to paint. Like, I hated and loved him in this one moment, Skylar, you know? Here's my question for you, Damon. Was I your first choice? I don't know why you would choose me. Are you dating everyone else today, as you should? How do you feel coming in late? I'm not going to ask if I was his first. How do you feel coming in late? I feel bad. I don't know why they did this to you. You should just hook up with Quinn. How do you feel coming in so late? You know, I've been on a lot of other dates before you. I don't mind. It makes things more interesting. Yeah, it's almost like you want me because the other guys do. And hopefully it makes me more interesting too. You can hear the flirtiness in Damon's voice. And even if you're further along in other relationships, I still want you to know you seem like the kind of person I'd like to have in my life. Is there anything I can do that might boost my chances with you in the end? I know it's early, but I'm a bit of a planner. I mean, that is one thing about him, like the only thing about Skylar, it's like we didn't get to really talk about, like, certain things, I feel like. Tell me about how you envision your life. Tell me a secret. There's absolutely nothing. Tell me, a secret. I want to know a secret. I'm a Pisces. Tell me something you've never told anyone. Tell me a secret. Damon thinks on this for a second. Okay. So one time I told my parents I was going to sleep over at my buddy's house when I was a freshman in high school. He told his parents he was going to my house, and instead we went to this crazy party out in the cornfields. It was the first time I ever drank or smoked weed. Uh-oh. I think I know where this is going. I wound up blacking out. Aw, stripping down to my skivvies and falling asleep in the cornfield. Oh no! I woke up with a splitting headache and a bunch of corn ears surrounding me. I never found my clothes and I never told anyone. Aw, how'd you get home? How'd you get home? I actually feel bad. Aw, I have a friend. We all have that one friend, right? That never happened to me, thank God. I walked. You could have died out there, Damon. I walked, and maybe you lived because you were meant to meet me. I don't know, maybe this is fate. I walked and I stayed far, far away from the main road so nobody could see me. Damon laughs to himself. That's horrible. I'm glad you made it home. It's funny. I don't think I've ever revealed so much about myself so soon after meeting someone. Well, you better reveal a whole lot more if you want me to want you more than I want Wes. You better tell me we met at a party, a masquerade party, and did it in the bathroom. Yeah, it makes me feel a little vulnerable, but it's refreshing. I like being able to reveal things about myself to you. Reveal more. Tell me more. I love it. You should reveal something sexier. Ask me about me. I love it. Tell me more. I like that too, Damon. I love getting to know the real you. You have to show me more. What do you value the most at this point in your life? What means the most to you? I guess if it came down to it, I would say the most important thing to me right now is success, family, finding love. Wow, I didn't know you were such a romantic. I am. That's why Wes and I well, I think I'm a Pisces. I just told you that. You don't know what that means? Ugh. Well, I think that's a I know this word. It's part of being on the show. Haha, fair point. What about you? To me, the most important thing in life is passion. In all its forms. Passion for... He's using that word, passion. You think he would have used that word if I didn't say before that was like the important thing to me was passion? In all its forms. Passion for life. Passion for your career. Passion for your partner. They are loyal. I could tell he's loyal. That's what I was saying. Passion is everything. I know. I was kind of giddy when you said that. Alright, so he would have said that. I've been passionate about finding someone to share my life with. I mean, I do. He seems very nice, but now I'm here. Maybe, you know, it is the people I wouldn't normally pick that I probably should, you know? Because if I knew what I wanted, I would already be married with babies popping out of my clown car vagina. Now I'm here, and I'm on to my second date with you. And it's been amazing. I'm loving how our dates have been going. I mean, I could have a third date with this person and the whole world would be upside down. You seem like a really special person. You seem special too, Damon. You seem like a good friend. I'm gonna say that because I don't plan on... I'm gonna go with Wes after this, alright? You're so nice. You make a great friend, you know? A good friend. So I've been told by every woman I met. But I've been told I make an even greater lover. I bet that earth energy, he's probably, you know, wanna please me. So, how is your painting coming along? And he's not like all skeezy about it, you know? He saves it for the bedroom. You dip your brush in paint, then make a quick brush stroke across the page. It is a modern masterpiece. Not my best work, but it's fine. I hope it never comes out. It's a masterpiece. Eat your heart out, Picasso. I mean, Picasso has been dead for about 50 years now, but point taken. You can't stop yourself from laughing at this. He's not that funny. Okay, what do you say we trade paintings now? Okay, mine's still a little wet. Is that okay? That's fine. I don't think a little running paint is going to make these things lose too much value. What are you talking about? My thing's priceless. You chuckle as you hear the drop box open and shut on the other side. Ready when you are, Melissa. You get up, move a drop box, putting your painting inside and taking out his. You take a look at the painting, which is surprisingly well painted considering how long it took. It's an image of a bride and a groom dancing together on a ballroom floor. That's kind of sweet and romantic. This is amazing. Now, that just made me feel something. Shit. I'm gonna play this a third time and then pick him for the third date. You, Damon, you. Wow, this is amazing. You said you weren't good. You said you weren't good. It's derivative? I don't know what that... I have to look up that word. I think I know what it means. You said you weren't good. You liar. I mean, it's not exactly, Goya. I know that artist. Amazing. But it's from the heart. What made you want to paint this? I don't know. I guess I just painted what I was seeing while we've been talking. Oh, that's really sweet. He's like down to earth, and he's sweet. But he's not. Your jokes, you gotta work on that material. I know we're still getting to know each other, but I've heard enough to know I have a good feeling about you. A really good feeling. Jeez. Oh, me too. I like you. I don't know what I feel. I'm just gonna say I don't know what I feel, because I don't know. I don't know what I feel yet, to be honest. That's okay with me, Melissa. It's a lot to process right now. More importantly, let's talk about your painting. Oh, geez. Oh, yeah, what do you think of it? I absolutely love it, Melissa. I'm going to hang it up on my apartment before I leave for Mexico. That's sweet of you to say. And dishonest. Haha. If I was being dishonest, you know it. I love it because you painted it. It's a living memory of this moment, and I'll always cherish it. You feel your heart warm at the sentiment. The lights in the pod dim, which indicates it's really is time to go. Well, Damon, I suppose this is where we leave things for now. For now, yes. I'll talk to you soon, I hope. Oh, jeez. Bye, Damon. I don't know. When I replay this game, yeah, I guess I will, see. Because, like, the third date, I could find out he's... Ugh, this game. By the time you get back to the dorm, it's late at night, and nearly all the participants are sleeping. You lie in bed and turn over the surprising events of the day in your mind. Wow, I started today thinking I was going to see Skylar. Instead, I got deep with Wes, and I met someone new. I wonder if I've lost Skylar to Quinn. I'll get to talk to him tomorrow and find out. Or not. The next morning, feeling refreshed, you get ready for a special interview for your confessional and a new day of dates. What should I wear? think I want that hair. Good morning, Melissa. You look great as always. Morning, Vanessa. Thank you. So, I'm checking in with you because, believe it or not, the deadline for proposals is tomorrow. Can you believe we're in the home stretch of your time in the pods? Honestly, at the time, it's flown by. It feels like we're just getting started. Right? The pods can definitely feel like a time warp. Definitely. So, yesterday we introduced 2 surprise Pod Squad members to shake things up. We thought you should know that when we asked Damon for his choice, there was zero hesitation. He knew exactly who he wanted. Wow, I don't know what to say. I heard you went on 2 back-to-back dates together. I know. I just thought, why not? Why would I leave any stone unturned? Good point. Now let's rewind. Before Damon showed up, your 3rd date with Wes seemed to be heating up. I know, I think he was about to tell me he was ready to propose. That's so exciting and proof that you've been all in on this experiment. And finally, the question everyone's dying for me to ask. Quinn stole the day with your number 1 yesterday. How are you feeling about Skylar after a day apart? Now, I'm going to say, because I'm going to pick Wes, that I'm kind of getting over him. After a day of pursuing other connections, I feel kind of distant from him. Well, that's very telling and fair. Let him pursue Quinn or he's got 2 other girls. A little birdie told me that he's actually free right now and wants to see you. Oh, I thought that would change how he would feel about me. Do you want to go on the 3rd date with Skylar? I don't. No. I'm over him. Wow. What a plot twist. Even look how shocked she's shocked. He was your number 1 just yesterday. But I played and I saw, and in that day, like you said, things change fast. I want to see Wes. I want to see Wes. I better be able to see Wes. Well, if you don't want to go on a date with Skylar. Suddenly Nick pops in. You better let me see Skylar. To join Vanessa, he comes. Hi, Nick. Hey, you 2, just wanted to let you know I have requests from Damon and Jay. That's not fair. I wanted to see Wes. Oh, wow, they tricked me. You guys tricked me. Alright, it seems like tomorrow being the last day to propose has everyone eager to see you. What great news. Except for Wes, that's who I want to see. Are you game? I guess I'll see Damon then. I'll do this 3rd date with Damon, right? Just to see. I want to see Damon before tomorrow. Let's just see. I'm excited to pick up where we left off. We'll see. He'll be thrilled. I know he really likes you. Wow, they fooled me. Because why would you not let me see? He always has gifts. He always has gifts. You open up the door to the pod and step inside. It's been a few hours since you last spoke with Damon. I can't believe they didn't give me the option to see Wes. I'm excited to see what he has in store for me. You see a small vase on the table filled with beautiful arrangement of flowers. There are lit candles around the room, and a bowl of chocolate-covered strawberries sits beside the vase. Oh, wow. No, Melissa, it's for the bitch behind you. Of course it's for you. And if things continue to go well for us, there's plenty more where that came from. Is he rich or something? He's, he's not a minimalist like Wes, that's for sure. Oh, really? I look forward to it. And what if things don't progress? Gifts won't win me over. I guess I'll just say well, that sounds lovely. I look forward to it. If you're going to wine and dine me, then we can 69 each other. Let's do it. I like to do special things. He's a gift giver. I like to do special things for the special people in my life. You're one of those people. You're special too. That's so kind of you. I'll say that's so kind. Damon, thank you. I mean it. Have you tried the strawberry yet? I will right now. You snag a chocolate-covered strawberry from the bowl. You take a bite, sugary and crunchy on the outside, soft and sweet on the inside. I have now. Delicious, thank you. I'll flirt. I'd prefer a kiss, but this will just have to do. Think of it as practice. Haha. So, tell me something about you. There's still so much I want to know. Well, what do you want to know? Give me something juicy. Like, how many times have you been in love? That is juicy. Once, more than once, I've never been in love. I've been in love in different ways. Like, different levels of love. It depends on the person. I'm gonna say once, because the last thing I said was I was in a deep relationship with her. Only one time before coming onto this show. Interesting. What's interesting about that? Well, only one time before coming on this show? Does that mean you've fallen in love since? Oh, I could say yes, but not you. That's for me to know. And you to find out. Well, I really hope the truth is that you've fallen for me. Because if not, I don't think I want to find out. You both start to chuckle. How about you? Ever been in love? I have. How many times are we talking? If we're counting back to high school, I've been in love 3 times. But each time was short-lived. I've always been the type to enjoy the chase. I knew it. I knew you just wanted me because the other guys did. Oh, yeah, look, you're a red flag. That's a red flag. But once the chase was over, I'd realized I wasn't chasing the real thing. I may have been in love, but I wasn't loved back, not the way I wanted to be. How do you know that won't happen? How do you want to be loved? How do you know if you were ever in love? How do you want to be loved? Tell me more. I just want something real, a partnership. I want someone who can carry the load when I'm not my best self and vice versa. Because when you chase someone before the relationship, you end up chasing them during the relationship. So you've learned from your mistakes. Well, Damon, you are wise beyond your years. Am I though? I'm in my 30s now, so I think I'm probably right on schedule. Like, Wes is like 26. That's the only thing that he's young. Trust me, there are plenty of 30-something guys in the dating pool who act like teenagers. And that's why I'm trying to get out of the dating pool and into an engagement. You and me both. Can we skip straight to the marriage? I'm not in any rush. I'll just say you and me both. Damon. Hey, we stick together and we may just be able to escape this harrowing world we call dating. Sounds like a plan. Damon chuckles. I mean, I think my 3rd date with Wes was definitely more overwhelming and romantic than this. Can I ask you something? Yeah, do you want kids? We gotta have, like, go on. If we decide to move forward as a couple, hypothetically speaking. Hypothetically, of course. How would you picture our life together? All right, this is where we're gonna get to the nitty-gritties here. White picket fence, white picket fence. That's the only other thing about the other ones, too, like Jay and Wes, right? It was like the traveling thing. I'm not, a big house. Well, it doesn't have to be big. White picket fence, the whole 9 yards. How about kids? If I'm gonna have a big house with a white picket fence, Damon, isn't it implied? Is that something you could see in the future? Definitely, I've always wanted kids. Me too. I grew up in a big household with lots of kids. All right, so we want some of the same things. It's just your jokes are not that funny. It was hectic. Why do you say hectic so much? Are you Amber Lynn? What the hell? Was it hectic, Hannah? It was hectic at times, but I don't think I'd have it any other way. And I'll be honest with you. I'll be honest. Having a big family with you would be an absolute dream. Did you dream of me last night? If you say that, I might fall in love with you like those other guys. That's really sweet of you to say, Damon. I just want to put my cards on the table now. Yes, you need to do that. Put the whole deck. I feel like we've been on enough dates where we can communicate this stuff to each other. We have to. And speaking of which, I'm looking up at the clock and it looks like it's almost time to leave, so I think it's worth asking. I know you have other suitors, but is there anything I could do? Anything I could tell you about myself that might move me to the top of your list? Right now, because I just said about Skylar, and I'm not seeing Jay again, it seems. It's between you and Wes. In this game, anyway. Tell me about your future, tell me about your past, tell me about your present. I feel like he told me about a little bit about his, life growing up. The present. Really, all that matters is right now. So, tell me what your life is like right now. What do you do for work? It's slightly complicated, so I'll try to answer as best I can. Yeah, right, you told me what you used to do. I worked heavily in politics back in Minnesota. Are you a lawyer? Specifically, I worked my ass off on a campaign, but it didn't go the way I wanted. You're a politician? You're a politician? You're a politician? Is that what he's saying? So I moved out of New York for a fresh start. Alright, something must have happened, some scandal? What? Trying to focus on the life outside of my career. I do some consulting out here since I have a background in poli-sci, political science. But truthfully, I'm just living in the moment. Alright. He's very intelligent. My biggest focus right now is finding someone to share a life with. So, this is our third date, and now that it's coming to a close, I'm realizing something. What have you realized? I don't want this to be our last date. I want to have a fourth date, a fifth date, a sixth date, a lifetime of dates. There was a time in my life where I felt lost. I sat down on the steps at Columbia University. Like he's smart. I took a moment to... That's why your jokes don't land, because you actually like sophisticated, mature. I took a moment to reflect on my past and what I hoped for my future. It was the first time in a long time that I felt real hope. Hope that I can make something of myself. Those steps became my happy place. I realized there what I could make of my life. And now more than ever, I realize I want you by my side as we face the world together. I'm not asking you to decide right now, but I just want you to know. You're the person I want. I want those things too. I need to think. I don't think you're the one. I need to think about all of this. You understand, right? Absolutely. I want you to be sure about this. This is new for me too. Either way, it looks like we have to say goodbye now. You can hear Damon sighing as he gets out of his chair. You do the same. That we do. Goodbye, Melissa. I'll miss you. And think about what I said. I will. Bye, Damon. Woof. Today has been a dating marathon. Frankie finds you in the hallway, a twinkle in their eye. Hey, Melissa, I just got out of my date with Jay. Oh, how'd it go? Well, he knows we're friends, and he actually asked if he could sneak in one last date with you. Oh, wow. You wouldn't mind? Of course not. Whatever's meant to be will be. He's waiting in the pod for you if you want to see him. I'll catch you later. Alright, I'm gonna go see him. Frankie gives you a wink and heads down the hallway into the lounge. I'll go see him. What do I want to... do I want to go on a last date with Jay since I don't have a choice? Of course. I do. I like him. I'm looking for a lifelong partner. I don't want to leave any stone unturned. I'm gonna play a game where I like from this point on where I'll move forward and marry each one of them. You gear up to see Jay again for one final pod date before proposal. In real life, though, I feel like still Skylar and Wes might be my best choice. I liked Jay too. I mean, Damon could be the right person for me because I might need someone grounded that's good with money. But I don't know, a politician. I know it's been a long day of dates, but I'm glad I'm seeing you again. I wanted to be the last person on your mind. Hi, Jay. I still love you, too. You're sounding great. Your wall is looking great. Ha ha ha. Right back at you. Your wall is looking lovely today as well. So, did you give the playlist a listen? Of course I did. I listened to the whole thing. Yes, I listened to the whole thing. Oh, I'm so glad. I hope it helped you feel a little closer to me. Well, you're welcome to hold on to it. Melissa, I'm curious. What would you want to know about me as a partner before making a commitment? Well, on a scale of 1 to 10... Uh-oh, she's getting into metrics up in here. Hey, you asked. That I did. Carry on, please. On a scale of 1 to 10, how would you rate your stamina in the bedroom, intelligence, communication skills? I'd honestly give myself a 6. I think I need some coaxing to express how I feel. I need to be more candid instead of coiling up. What's your sign? Okay, that, I can work on that. At least he recognizes things. I can work with a 6, since you know how to raise it. I think most marriages need good communication to last. I think you're definitely right. My parents, they've been married 30 years. They're always having kitchen table talks to stay close. See, exactly. Okay, now I have a question. How can you tell when you really like someone? Good question. I'll say that. I know I like someone if I dream about them. Interesting. Have you been dreaming about me? Sometimes. Okay. Jay readjusts on the couch. You know, Melissa, you've had an effect on me that no one's ever had. I have? After our last date, I went to the lounge and I picked up the guitar. I felt so creative and energized that I stayed up all night songwriting and thinking of you. Wow. Someone important in my life once told me that true love would inspire me to create. I just never believed them before because I'd found relationships to be a distraction from my art. A silence falls and something makes you want to push Jay to open even more. It's alright, take your time. I feel like there's something on your mind. I'd like to hear it if you're open to sharing, but you can tell me whenever you're ready. You wait for him to go on, leaning forward. Jay takes a slow breath before explaining. It was my sister who said that to me. Your sister? Yes, 2 years ago we lost her in an accident. Oh, Jay. I'm so sorry for your loss. Thank you. I never thought I'd experience anything like this. I'm sure I can't imagine. Are you okay? How did her death change you? How did her death change you? Wow, that's a great question. Well, for one, the cliche is true, that when tragedy strikes, you realize how quickly life can be taken away. After we lost Amina, I became really aware of my mortality. Right before she passed, I was still in that long relationship that I told you about. Things had been rocky for a while. I was faking it with her. And when I lost my sister, I suddenly saw that there was no time to fake anything in life. I suggested we take some time apart, and she was angry. She admitted that she'd been cheating on me for a year with someone else. Wow, fuck her. That's horrible. I know. Amina never really liked my ex. Jay laughs a bit. I think it made my sister a little happy when things fell apart. I swear I could hear her voice saying, "I told you so, Jay." Haha, aw. Wow, I feel closer than ever to Jay, with how much he's finally opening up. Actually, after our first date, one of my first thoughts was that Amina would have really liked you. That means the world to me, Jay. I'm honored. Jay takes another measured breath. I know I just unloaded a lot at once, so hopefully you're still with me. Jay, I feel closer to you than ever. I feel the same. Thank you for listening to me and for your empathy. Of course. But okay. Jay claps his hands and rubs them together, making a shift in the mood. Since we've been in the past, why don't we travel into the future a bit? I'm picturing you and me running through the vineyards back in Idaho, getting up to no good. You smile. Sun on our faces, freedom, skin on skin. I'm realizing now that that scene kind of sounds like an advertisement for organic jams or something. Would you be in your overalls? Now, I know I had this date already with him. Everything I'm saying, I already remember. And I played this more than once through, so I feel like this date took place already, like in the videos I put up here. So I apologize if it's like a repeat, because I replayed through to see, once I had that weird date with Wes, I went back and instead of I wanted to, not say, oh, I'm gonna leave this date because I'm so interested in Skylar. So I don't know, it somehow affected this, or I picked Skylar as the third date or something, or Wes or something. Would you be in your overalls? Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, oh yeah, I don't wear anything else when I'm back home. So you're naked underneath your overalls. Jay laughs, and there's a bit of a rasp to it this time. That would be wildly uncomfortable, especially on the horses, but I'd love to see you like that. You laugh. So, in the future, you see us on a ranch in Idaho? Do you want to live there? What about kids? I hope we could raise a few of our own. We would make the cutest family. The only one who I didn't talk about kids with was Skylar. Don't be so sure you haven't seen me yet. No, trust me, I can tell. You smile warmly as you think about possibly having a family with Jay. I noticed the other day that I'm getting a little nostalgic for those days. Maybe it's because now I'm in my 30s and remembering the good times makes me excited to be a dad. So like all the guys are in their 30s except for Wes. I think about starting a family sooner rather than later. I ain't getting no younger. Jay, I'm ready whenever you are. Just say the word, put the baby in me. The two of you share a laugh, but you can't ignore the desire pulsing through your body. Talking about building a family with you has me feeling a bit hot. Me too. It does. I'm starting to have real feelings for you, Melissa. Oh, geez. Your heart beats a bit faster as you listen to Jay. You have real feelings for me? I'm not going to say I'm falling in love with you. I do have real feelings. Me too. I'm starting to have real feelings for you too. I'm smiling big over here. The pod lights, they dim, signaling that your time together is up. Wow, that means the next time I see him will either be a proposal or a goodbye. Jay, thank you for everything. Will you be songwriting tonight? I think we're meant to be. I'm not gonna. You said that if you were inspired, it's a sign of true love. Will you be writing a song tonight? I already have lyrics and melodies floating up from my heart, Melissa, inspired by you. You can see that he's standing in front of the wall, his palm pressed on the glass. You go over and put your palm against the outline of his. I forgot about this. It's almost like you can feel a pulse moving through you, a connection. Like this, all these other connections are way more intense than the Damon one, These goodbyes get harder every time, Melissa. Goodbye. But Damon is like earthy and dependable. Goodbye, Jay. I mean, interesting, Do I have new pajamas? No, we'll just wear this. The next day, the energy in the lounge has shifted. Quinn has been avoiding you since you threatened to pull a hair, and the rest of the participants are tense with anticipation. Ugh, I'm so anxious to have this roller coaster over with and get engaged. I wonder if he'll ask her, Skylar, or Quinn. Romina comes out of the sleeping quarters looking like $1,000,000. Well, good morning to you. That's an engagement outfit if I've ever seen one. Wow, you look amazing. Quinn is, she's so pretty. Ugh, what's the occasion? Romina, for the first time you've ever seen, gets a bit shy. Well, I honestly never thought this day would come, but I think I'm getting a proposal today. I wonder who's going to propose to her. Oh my god, of course you are. From who? Maybe I should ask from who, because before I said of course. I'm going to ask for who, because I wonder if she'll tell me. Who do you think is proposing? Well, I don't want to say. Oh, tell me. I'm so excited for you. I have a good feeling that your union will be unique, but that it will persevere. I'm not sure what that means, but thank you, love. What about you, Melissa? Is your number one still the same? Well, my feelings were changing yesterday after spending more time with other people. But I have to say, waking up this morning, my gut feeling is... I know my number one. I should keep it a secret. I don't want to say I know my number one, because then it might insinuate I mean Skylar. And I'm not sure. I'm keeping it a secret. I don't want to jinx anything by saying it out loud. But in my heart... I'm going to say Wes. Wes. is my person. Just for this. The room's chatter goes silent as Vanessa and Nick walk into the lounge with looks of anticipation. We have an announcement to make. It looks like one of the men... What? See, before, I said Skylar. What did I say before Skylar? And it said they were picking out a ring, and I knew it wasn't Wes because Wes said he brought his mom's engagement ring. Is Wes upset because I went on the other dates? It looks like one of the men is choosing to leave the pods tonight. Someone is choosing to leave? Who? Yes, this participant. Wait, is it Skylar? Skylar's gonna leave. Oh my god. Yes, this participant decided to leave. Because no, it's either Wes or it's... This participant decided to leave because they felt that their strongest connection wasn't available anymore. Spit it out already. I'm dying to know who. Oh, snap. Oh, snap. The person choosing to go home is Skylar. So if he can't be... I figured he would... Usually, when your person, you don't choose them, they marry someone or they will ask one of the other girls. And then you'll get to see them at the reunion. And sometimes there's, like, drama from that. Like, you'll see them and you'll be like, oh, I'm so attracted to them. And then, you know what I mean? You'll have an opportunity to actually, like... Drama can unfold from that. I didn't realize that Skylar would do that. Oh, man. Alright. Wow. Alright, so that's what happens. Interesting. I'm sure that, like, in this... Oh, shit, snap. Alright, well, I'm gonna play the next chapter, 7. Different, depending on, like, the different things and choices I made. Playing the different times, chapter 6. You stayed with your entire Damon. You accepted an immediate date with Damon. You stayed for your entire second date with Damon. You skipped the third date with Skylar. Oh, man. You stayed your entire third date with Damon. You stayed your entire third date with Jay. You are from the suburbs. That I wasn't expecting that. I thought it was... Alright. There you go, then. Interesting how it does that. Alright. Alright, Netflix, Love is Blind. You keep surprising me.